Your air conditioner may not be the problem. Your attic is. Above your ceiling, your roof can trap heat all day until the space over your head becomes a hidden oven. And while your air conditioner keeps running, your house keeps cooking itself from the top down. You sit downstairs watching the thermostat. The air conditioner hums, consuming power by the hour, yet the upstairs bedrooms remain stubbornly hot. This is the attic trap that keeps your electric bill high. You suspect a broken compressor or a low coolant level, but the machine is working perfectly. The actual culprit is the part of your house nobody talks about. All afternoon, your dark roof shingles absorb the sun's raw heat, pushing it straight down into the structural framing. This process transforms the attic into the hidden heat chamber above your ceiling. With temperatures inside this sealed space easily reaching 140 degrees Fahrenheit, your drywall becomes a massive, slow-moving radiator. It constantly presses heat down into your bedrooms long after the sun sets. In the 19th century, comfort could not be bought. It had to be built into the very bones of a home. Before electrical grids spanned the nation, rural builders treated summer heat as an active adversary. They knew that a house had to breathe rather than seal itself shut. Hot air rising was not a textbook theory. It was a daily reality in every working home. Farmers designed their homesteads to manage temperature as a whole house system, using high vents and low inlets to move heavy air. This was the forgotten airflow system that made old farmhouses livable before air conditioning. The old method modern builders stopped teaching. They tracked the sun, mapped the wind, and worked with nature instead of fighting it. For these families, understanding the elements was survival knowledge, passed down through generations because wasting fuel was never an option. Modern houses do not breathe. Instead, they act like sealed plastic bags, trapping massive thermal loads that have no way to escape. It happens quietly, through decades of small renovations and neglect. During a routine insulation upgrade, crews often shove loose-fill fiberglass deep into the eaves, completely choking the soffit vents. Exterior painters slap thick layers of acrylic over old wood gable louvers, sealing the attic's lungs with a plastic skin. Indoors, families stack cardboard boxes and plastic storage bins directly over ceiling joists, cutting off whatever minimal draft remains. Meanwhile, up under the ridge, dust builds up and birds build nests, cementing the blockage. The heat gets in through the roof shingles, but it can never get out. Your house is no longer shelter. It is a pressurized thermal box actively working against you. This was not magic. It was physics. Hot air naturally expands and rises, requiring a high exit. If you provide that release, it creates a natural draw, pulling built-up heat out of the structure while drawing cooler air inside through low entry points. 19th century farmers harnessed this natural draw by placing wood cupolas at the peak of the roof to act like a chimney, drawing the furnace air upward and out. Shaded openings and cross breezes kept fresh air moving through the main rooms. At dusk, they relied on a night flush routine, opening lower windows to let the rising day heat escape, while cooler nighttime air reset the rooms, dropping temperatures long before sunrise. The entire structure worked as a single passive machine. The part that sounds impossible is the price. For under $20, simple materials like reflective foil and basic shade cloth can block the sun and preserve natural air flow if you time it right. You do not need a bigger machine. But as air conditioning became normal, these passive habits quietly faded. Central cooling spread, and U.S. household air conditioning use climbed from 46% in 1975 to 90% in 2020. The HVAC industry does not need to hide this from you. They simply profit from a world where people have forgotten how a house breathes. Grab a flashlight tonight. Check your attic vents for blockages. Look for insulation pushed into the airflow paths and clear those channels. Trapped heat needs a clean exit at the top. Cool air needs entry below. Control the sun. Hang shade cloth on the sun-facing side. Keep windows closed during peak day heat. Flush the house only when outdoor air is at least 10 degrees Fahrenheit cooler and humidity is low. Use fans to push hot air out. Don't just circulate it. Never seal off all ventilation. If you discover moisture, pests, mold, or structural risks, stop and call a professional. Your AIR conditioner was never meant to fight the sun, the roof, and a sealed attic all at once. The old farmers knew that. And once you understand the heat trap above your head, you may never look at your home the same way again. Your AIR conditioner was never meant to fight the sun, the roof, and a sealed attic all at once. The old farmers knew that. And once you understand the heat trap above your head, you may never look at your home the same way again.